Test. All right, Talofa, everybody. Welcome to our last class for this month. Um, I'm not sure when we're gonna do another one. I guess it just depends on how many people. Sorry, my allergies. How many people are gonna want to come? I'm gonna keep trying to revise the curriculum so that we can help you guys better. Whatever questions you have, just write them down. So at the end, then I'll work those into other classes, and then I'll have a few extra minutes today to talk about some different stuff. So, but today we're just gonna kind of go through as fast as we can. All of the stuff that we talked about in this 4 weeks that we had here in February. So let's go ahead and get started. So we did our pronunciation, right? Like I said, we're just gonna breeze through this because this is our review. You guys probably know this. So the alphabet A, E, I, O, U, right? And then the consonants will be Fa, Nga, La, Mo, Nu, Pi, Sa, Ti, Vi, He, Ka, Ro. Or if you learn K, that's cool too. Just remember, the K is pronounced K, right? So whenever you see double vowels, two vowels back to back, it might have a taofi right there, or fa taofi, or a komoliliu. That means you're gonna break them up. So sao, sao, sao. So it's gonna abruptly stop a vowel or start it or both. In this case, sao means straight, and we're gonna talk about some words that. Ooh, I didn't record the last one. I need to record this. Sorry. Boom. There we go. So that's recorded. All right. So sao. And so that's the taofi right there. Taofi, fa taofi, como liliu. That's the apostrophe. The fa mamafa is that's gonna make it longer. So that's like holding a note for um, an extra note. So we're gonna emphasize it or to make heavy. So mamafa means heavy, literally means heavy, and fa'a when you add it in front of a lot of words, it means to make. So to make heavy or to emphasize. So tama is boy, but this word right here, tama means father, right? So it's a big difference. It's very important if there's supposed to be a fatma mafa over a word. It's very important that you emphasize it, especially with a word like tama, or if it's not supposed to be there, like tama, makes a big difference. Boy, father, right? So here's some things that you can practice. Um, just saying different words, just whatever you find online. Um, you know, and if any books that you have, it's great to say the words out loud so that you can, you know, have practice actually verbalizing it. So fale means house. Ua, that's our tense marker to means, you know, remember that's the change tense marker. We're going to talk about that in a second. Ua, ua, and it starts with a fa taofi or a taofi. So we abruptly start ua. Fa'a Samoa, the Samoan way. So Fa'a Samoa. Teine, Teine. So it's just really good to just practice pronouncing words. And it can also be pronounced Kenge, right? Kenge, if you're gonna do a K style, right? So just remember, um, just like tama or kama or kama, right? Okay, so noun phrases. We talked about noun phrases in week one. So whatever word you look up, it's cool to know the word, but if you want to identify something. So remember when we talked about noun phrases, we just walked around the house and we identified, le ole pui pui or ole comipuzza, whatever it was. We didn't just say the word, we put it in the noun phrase. So this is like saying, if we say fale, so you looked up the word house and the word for house is fale. Okay, that's great. But if we want to say, like, what is that? So somebody asks, you know, ole amelia, like, what is this right here? What is that? Or what is this? And then, so then you could reply, ole fale, the house. So just, real fast, le means the, fale is house. And a common question people ask is, well, what is the O? The O is, it's the present, it's like a tense marker. So what it's saying is like, it is. So it presently is the house. But in translation, we don't always say it. So, ole fale. So, ole fale, the house. Right? Or understood as, it is the house. Ose ta'avale. Ose ta'avale. A car. Or it is a car. Right? So it's just these words right here. If you notice that, remember that is the limiter. So what it does is, if we were to just say ofale, that means the houses. If we took away the le, then it's gonna be ofale. So that means the houses with the s. If we were to say o ta'avale, then that means the cars, the multiple cars. If I look outside and I see, oh, it's the cars, I'm talking about a specific set of cars, right? But if I say o se fale, and I say a car pulled up to the house. I don't know whose car it is. It's not my car. It's not a specific car. So I would identify it like se, o se fale, a car. If it's a specific car, then I would say ole fale, ole fale. Oh, I'm sorry. If it's a specific house, I would say ole fale, the house, the specific house. Or if it's a specific car, I would say ole ole ta'avale. All right. So here's some exercises you can do with that. Just create noun phrases or subject phrases. These are the subjects. Whatever you see, put it in the subject phrase. And then just remember, the O, you started with the O. It is, or it presently is, and then you have your limiter. It could be le, which means the singular specific thing. It could be se, which is a singular non-specific thing. So I don't know whose house that is. I don't know whose car it is. It's a house. It is, a car pulled out in the front. Ose ta'avale, se. If it's my, now these are possessive pronouns right here. So la'u, okay, that means my, and then it could also be like lau. So if you take away the taufi right there, lau is gonna mean your. Okay. This also we talked about the difference between A class and O class. Okay. So I think there's another slide on that. I might confuse people if I start talking about it right now. So these are possessive pronouns. La'u, my. Okay. Lana or lona is going to be his or her, or even its, like if we're talking about like a cat or a dog. And then ni is some, right? If we put ni right there, if we say oni ta'avale or ongi ka'avale, then that's going to be some cars, right? These are all limiters, remember. We're putting them right there. Or if we don't have a limiter, if I say o ka'avale or o ta'avale, then I'm saying multiple cars, okay? So let me put it on the chat so I can see if anyone, okay, nobody said anything. Combining phrases. So if we know how to make one noun phrase or one subject phrase, so now you make another one, now you can combine them. One way to combine them is with the word ma. I'm sure you heard this if you've been around the Samoan language even for a day. So if I were to say ole tama, so tama is a common word, and then tene. So tama is boy, and then tene is girl. So if we take this right here, we say ole tama, it is the boy. So the boy, and then we have another noun phrase, letene. We don't have to say oletene again, oletama ma oletene, because this O right here, it's kind of like a math problem. It kind of goes all the way through. So you say it one time. So oletama, and then ma letene. So what we're saying here is it is the boy and the girl, the boy and the girl, the boy and the girl. Oletama maletene. All we're doing is we're taking two noun phrases and we're combining them. But when you do that, you don't have to say the O two times. Oletama maletene. Same thing right here. We're saying car and we're saying bike or bicycle. Bike or bicycle, same thing. So oseta avale. So it is a car or a car. Ma and. So this is what's connecting both of these noun phrases. Noun phrase here, ma, and then another noun phrase. Oseta avale ma and se wila. Bike and a bike. So oseta avale ma se wila. A car and a bike or bicycle. Sorry. Well, it's the same thing. Now, another way to make two noun phrases, right? We're saying this one's a little bit different. It's not just saying this and that. We're saying this is that. This is that. What up here we're saying this and that, right? Down here we're saying this is that. So oa'u means I or me, and then is a doctor. So I am a doctor. Oa'u o se fomai. We didn't have to change anything. We didn't have to add anything. I'm just saying oa'u o se fomai. Olo uingoa, my name, o Viliamu is William, right? Oa'u, I, o se whaiaunga. I am a whaiaunga or a teacher. So oa'u o se whaiaunga, right? So all we're doing is we're just putting these noun phrases together. So another exercise that you can do, combine two phrases like this. Noun phrase here and another noun phrase. Make sure you drop the O on the second one if, you know, and connect them with the ma. So oletama maletene. And then another exercise is to make this noun phrase equal that noun phrase. So oa'u o se fomai. So when you walk up to somebody and they ask you what do you do or who you are, what is your life like? You just say oa'u o se fomai nifo. Like if you're a dentist, or whatever it is that you do, just put that word where that noun is supposed to go. All right. Let me move a little bit faster. All right. So then in week 2 we talked about verbs, and then with the verbs. So, for example, to sleep, to eat, to run, to talk, to walk, to drop, to rise, or whatever the action is in Samoan, or in English too, but we just do a little bit different. But in Samoan, we put a tense marker in front. So the tense marker goes in front of our verb or our action. So moi means to sleep. So if you look it up on Google, boom, you got it. You got the word, means moi. Moi is to sleep. Tamoe is to run, whatever action you got. But if you want to change the tense, if you want to make it past tense, then na moi. So moi by itself just means sleep, right? Or to sleep. But if you say nga moi or na moi, then it's slept. Okay, I guess I'm back on here.